Should you eat more fruit for your heart? This is directly from an article from Dr. Mercola on healthy living in eating to prevent heart attacks. A study presented this year at the ESC Congress in Barcelona, Spain, found that people who ate fruit daily had a 40% lower risk of heart disease and a 32% lower risk of death from any cause than those who did not. Further, the more fruit they ate, the lower their risk of heart disease became. Fruit can be an excellent source of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other phytochemicals, many of which have heart-healthy anti-inflammatory effects. For instance, research published in the British Medical Journal found that simply eating an apple a day might help prevent cardiovascular-related deaths in those over 50 to a similar degree as using a daily statin. I would caution against eating too much fruit, however, especially the sweeter fruits that are commonplace today. Many of the most beneficial phytonutrients found in fruits actually have bitter, sour, or astringent taste and are found in the skins and seeds. To satisfy the modern palate, farmers have throughout time opted to selectively breed the sweetest varieties, which makes fruit far less nutritious than it once was. Still, carefully chosen fruit such as organic apples, blueberries, or cherries can certainly be beneficial when eaten in moderation. Fruit contains varying levels of fructose, and you will want to avoid over-consuming fructose to protect your heart. My recommendations on fruit and fructose consumption are as follows. 1. If you're insulin or leptin resistant, are overweight, diabetic, hypertensive, or have high cholesterol, which includes about 80% of Americans, then it would be advisable for you to limit your fruit intake. As a general rule, I recommend limiting your fructose intake to a maximum of 15 grams of fructose per day from all sources, including whole fruit. 2. If you're not insulin leptin resistant, are normal weight, without diabetes, hypertension, or high cholesterol, and regularly engage in strenuous physical activity or manual labor, then higher fructose intake is unlikely to cause any health problems. In this case, you can probably eat more fruit without giving it much thought. 3. However, if you are in category 2 above, you might benefit from a further refinement. Fruit will still increase your blood sugar, and many experts believe this will increase your protein glycosylation. So, my approach is to consume the fruit typically after a workout, as your body will use the sugar as fuel rather than raise your blood sugar. 4. Additionally, if you're an endurance athlete, you can probably get away with eating fairly large amounts of fruit, since your body will use most of the glucose during exercise, and it won't be stored as fat. That said, I still believe athletes would be well advised to consider becoming fat adapted rather than relying on quick sugars. 5. If you're still unsure of just how stringent you need to be, get your uric acid levels checked and use that as a guide. In the next video, Dr. Mercola will explore the dangers of diabetes treatments on heart health.